might not hit when I'm describing some of these items, you can hit the 3 or 4 dots down below there. That'll pull up the gallery. In the gallery, that'll show everything that's in my showcase today. It'll tell you colors, sizing, pricing, all of those things are there, and that's where you can add to cart. So be sure you do that. Check it out, everything that I'm going to be talking about. So let's get started. We are at the time of year where we are starting to make our gift giving guides, lists, all of those things. And what a better way to find the perfect gift for someone than a sophisticated, timeless timepiece. So I have so many amazing ones to talk about today, but the brand that I'm going to be talking about is BCBG. I know you all have heard this brand. It's been around forever. It's been around since 1989, actually. And so it was founded, and there's a French term, the BCBG stands for Bon Chic, Bon Genre, which means basically that conveys the idea that a good attitude is the basis of good style. So how cool is that? I always wondered, what does that stand for? But it's always been some of my favorite things when I'm shopping and looking. I know they have clothes and shoes and all these different things, and they have some amazing, amazing timepieces. So I want to get started today and show you the first piece that I have. So I wear a watch every day. I have one on all the time. I have a tech watch. I have my regular watches, and I find myself switching more when I'm going into a timepiece, looking for a classy piece that's going to really go and accentuate my outfit. So these are some of the pieces that are really going to make a statement, and I love that. So this first piece it has a leather strap, but look at the beautiful mother of pearl dial there. And then you have those gold indexes. So this, if you can see, the leather strap on it is a maroonish, beautiful red tone. It is genuine leather, but if you can see there, it has this really fun, almost textured to the leather. It's almost like a brushed, but it really gives it just that extra little eye-catching thing that you really want to check out. But this watch is so amazing. It does have a larger dial, which I really like. I like a watch that is going to make a statement and it's going to be eye-catching. I don't know about you, but it makes it a little easier to see. But this piece is definitely one of my favorites. We're starting off strong here, and the genuine leather strap really just makes this. So this is a really fun piece, something that you could gift to someone, but I love how even though it is the red tone, it really has that neutral color to it. So it really kind of makes it a good neutral. You can mix it with any of your fashionable pieces, but this one is definitely one of my favorites. And I love how it has the flower design in the background. It's just soft enough, but it really gives it that feminine look and feel. This one is a perfect piece. So next, we're going to stick a little bit in this leather because I'm really liking the differences in that leather strap. It really gives it just kind of a change to switch things up a little bit. So this one has a gray tone, genuine leather strap. You have that gray dial, and on that dial, you'll see that floral pattern they've kind of put on there to where it gives it a nice design, but it's not just a flower. It really gives it that fun look. And then you have the gold tone mixed with the gray. So it really gives it a nice, almost mixed metal look. But this piece is another favorite. I think this one is great. This is also a very good neutral. The gray is just the right tone. And I love the mixed metals. I think that one's really fun. So this is also a great piece. You know, and I'm looking at different things. I'm always thinking about who can I gift this to, but I'm really bad. I don't know if you all are. I'm really bad about one for them, one for me. So I tend to do that a lot. And I was talking to my sister-in-law a couple weeks ago, and we were saying we were doing our holiday shopping, and she does the same thing. And I know we all do. We can't help it. But especially at the price points with some of these, oh my goodness, you could definitely do one for you, one for me, one for her. There's so many different items here that are going to kind of cover everyone on that list. So I'm going to move on because this next one is kind of a favorite. I love anything that's going to have pops of color and really bring that bold color in. Well, this emerald tone is one of my favorites. I love color in the winter and the fall, spring, summer. Honestly, I love color all the time. You're rarely going to see me in just a neutral color. I have to have something that's really going to give it a pop. Well, green is a special color to me. It is my birthstone, but we have this emerald face, and it's kind of difficult to see, but it is a mother of pearl emerald tone to it. The gold tone there is so beautiful, but you have this wave-like pattern, which I really think is fun. It really draws the eye when you're wearing the piece. You kind of notice that, and then it has the stones in there, but the texture of that adds so much to the dimension of the watch. And then the stones around the dial are so eye-catching. But what I think really makes this piece unique and so beautiful is the genuine leather strap, but it has that almost what's a texture, but it almost gives you kind of that feel of, you know, an animal or something like that. But I think that is so beautiful. This is definitely, oh, look at that. This is definitely one of my favorites. I think green is stunning. This really gives you a close look up at the face, but I wish that you could see the mother of pearl to that. It's so beautiful. I really think that when you have a mother of pearl face on a watch, it adds that extra essence of elegance. It's something that it's dainty. You can't really see it unless you're at the right, you know, angle, but it really is something that catches the eye and really adds that element of luxury, I guess, to the piece. I think that that's so pretty when they do that, but it's definitely an elegant look to it. So this, I think, is definitely one of the show-stopping pieces. If you're going to have something that really catches the eye, or you know someone is a lover of that beautiful deep emerald green, this is the gift for them. My birthstone, it's something that I'm just really drawn to color. And I think it's also something that you could wear all the time. You could mix all of these pieces in. These could be dressy watches. These could be everyday. These can be dressed up. They can be worn with your athletic wear. These are everyday, timeless timepieces that are going to be perfect to add to any wardrobe. Well, the next one I think is really fun because when you go into all the different bands, we talked about the leather. Well, this one is a mesh. I think that that is so fun. It has a rose gold mesh strap. And what's nice, it almost gives you that bracelet look. So it pops open here, you can see. Oops, it just flips right up and then slides out. So it is adjustable, but you get that full look of the bracelet feel. So it really looks like an extra piece of jewelry when you're wearing this. Now, what's really neat about the dial, there we go. Look at how they did that floral textured look. So this one has, let's see, there we go. So this one has almost like that 3D dimensional floral kind of, you know, it's really hard to describe. It just gives it that amazing texture that really adds the detail. And you can see even far away, you catch the 3D detail of that. So when you're wearing the timepiece, it really catches the eye. But I think that's probably one of my favorite details, along with the mesh strap, how it does have a thinner strap. So you have that really refined jewelry piece feel. So you've got that rose gold tone, the rose gold indexes, and then you've got the BCBG logo at the top there. I think that this one is another favorite. When you're looking for something different, this is definitely going to be the look because it is so elegant feeling with that strap. It's very feminine, but yet it still has a larger face. It's easier to see. I have to worry about that. I'm almost 49. I'm really starting to see things a little harder. I'm noticing I'm squinting. So when I'm doing that, I definitely want to take that into account. But I think what makes this watch is that 3D texture look on the dial. I'm loving this one. This one's fantastic. So moving on to the next, this one is fun. We also have that, let's see, wanted to be sure. Oh, okay. Another mesh, if I can get my words out, mesh strap. But what's so neat about this one is it almost looks like there's the hue and the stones to it. The mesh that they did in this particular strap is amazing. And then you have the crystal stone detail there. But what makes this the show-stopping piece is the transparent dial. That is so fun. And they have how it's kind of offset with the blue dial there. I love it. So you've got the shimmering crystal stone highlighted with the clear transparent dial. I think that that's so fun. That's really neat there. But the mesh strap on this is a showstopper. I think this one is so beautiful. Look at that. So this is obviously an everyday classic piece, but most definitely a showstopper. This is going to be one of those that people are going to say, ooh, what is that? Your watch is so fun. I want to see, what you've got going on there. This one is amazing. Again, the price points on these are absolutely phenomenal. Be sure to check out the gallery there so you can see all of those. I say every time when I'm going through these, I'm like, oh, I think this one might be my favorite. This one might be my favorite. I'm having a hard time. I always have a hard time picking because as I go on throughout the shows, I love all of the pieces, but the individuality of this one, hands down, so amazing. This one is a great gift for that person on your list or yourself. Definitely a favorite. So one more mesh strap, and then we'll go into some others. I love the mesh strap because it gives you that flexibility to where you feel like you have on a bracelet or a jewelry piece, but you still get that comfort. It lays against the skin nicely, and you still feel like you have that bracelet strap. But I think these are fantastic. The comfort in these are amazing. The 3D flower detail on this one is phenomenal. How pretty is that? So the indexes on this one are slightly fainter, which really makes that flower detail pop. I think this is a great piece. So this one is in just a gold tone. Okay, let's see here. And you can see there on the skin, it is so pretty. So this one is another timeless piece, something that you could definitely gift, but you can't go wrong with any of these. All of these are absolutely amazing timepieces. And we know this brand is top-notch. They have always had some of my favorite things. So this one is the last mesh strap, but definitely a favorite. So I'm going to go into one other, and then I'm going to talk about the one I have on because it's got a really fun detail. So this one is a two-tone. I love to mix my metals. If I'm going to wear something, I definitely want to incorporate all the things that I have on. And typically it's a really good mix of silver and gold. So this one is going to cover all of those for you. So on the dial, you have that gold tone, and then you have that wave-like detail. So that's going to be a champagne dial. And I love how they did on the crown there with the screws where it almost looks like stones. It breaks up that gold dial and just really incorporates that silver in there. I like how they did the date. I'm constantly looking for the date. I never know what the date is. It's terrible, but it's nice that you're going to have it right there on the face of the watch. You have the bracelet, which goes all the way around with the two-tone and the gold detail there. So this is a fantastic, just everyday, dress it up. It's a perfect watch to go with any outfit that you have on. This is going to be a really classy, sophisticated piece that's going to go with everything, but it really has that elevated style look to it. I think this one is fantastic. So this is a great, just all around perfect timepiece. So last but not least, the watch that I have on, I saved for last because I think it's so fun. I had to look for my little surprise accessory here. So this particular watch is also a two-tone, which I love. We know I mix my tones all the time. This one is a rose gold and silver tone, and that has the chronograph with the rose gold indexes. Well, the fun, amazing thing, well, let's talk about the bracelet first. That really is giving you elevated luxury feels with that bracelet on the watch. But what's really great about this, I remember, I was talking earlier, I remember I had a watch, but check this out. So the dial, I'm going to try to do this to where you can see. And I've got lotion on. Let's see, here we go. Okay, so the dial will twist off. There it goes. So the dial twists off the rose gold. So you just twist, that pops off. Do you remember those watches? And I remember getting a watch and it had like 5 different faces you could put on. Well, this one was the bezeled rose gold. Well, I'm feeling a little fancy. So let's put on some stones. So you're gonna put that on and then it's gonna just twist right in place. And it just twists and locks into place. And I completely elevated the watch with the stones. Okay, so how cool is that? That's probably one of my favorite little details. I love that you can interchange that if you want to make it more neutral and not as dressy of a feel. You just take this one off and pop your rose gold one on. I think that's really cool. Definitely one of the funner little additives there. So all of these items are absolutely fantastic. Be sure to check out the gallery, go in, add to cart. BCBG has some amazing things, so check those out. And always check out Digidora Marketplace. There's so many endless pages of just phenomenal items to check out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today.